lag lah. Serious a bit leh.
Lag lah.
Hello, my name is Clen. This year 34 years old.
Can speak Mandarin as well, it's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with. Don't I feel bad.
Started this from 2016.
My turn ah? Okay. I'm Benjamin. I'm 28. I started in 2016.
Hello， 我是 Darren， 我今年24岁，我18年开始。
So it's 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
So what made the three of you join this troupe?
兴趣。
So it's actually, for me personally, before I joined here, we joined Lion Dance first. So most of us, we know each other from Lion Dance first. And so when there was a need for more people to join in, then Benjamin put me in. Yeah. So before he got in, is also someone else put him in. Yeah.
All in the interest.
So the base is Lion Dance.
Yes.
Were you all three in the same troupe?
No.
No, different troupe.
Both of them.
Both of us from same troupe.
And then Clen is separate.
Yeah. It's all in the name of trying to preserve culture and heritage. Yeah.
And the interest that actually drew you to practice this ritual. And was there any challenges that you faced trying to get into the character of the 八家将首 or what we've done just now? Like, is there anything that's hard or what sort of challenges you face? Because you know now you're a normal person, right? I see you see a zhuang, right? This is what you look like. But then when you put on the face paint, when 开脸, then how do you feel to get into that sort of mindset to start the ritual of the dance? And
so during a procession, like a gig stuff like that, so there will be a lot of people watching. So when I first start off, there was a bit of stage fright because we'll be afraid that we do our movements wrong, and then there'll be we're afraid to get embarrassed, basically. But then after a while, you realize that there's nothing to be afraid of because firstly, you are wearing the face paint. Nobody knows who you are. And then any more challenges from you? I think arranging timing is another challenge because this is like a so-called CCA.
Yeah, so let's say give you an example. The yuking starts at 10. 10 a.m. For example. So the first per face to be drawn, like just now, give you about half an hour. So you times 8. That is how long we need to go backwards. So we can start drawing as early as 4 or 5 a.m. So I think that's the main challenge of us.
a long day to enjoy as well.
And then we still have to go through the UK, the whole possession, and then they can sometimes end at 10 plus 11.
Then have to 卸妆.
Yes, then we still have to come back 卸妆. Then next day, let's say it's Sunday, Monday we have to start. So that's the part. Yeah, that's part of the challenge. And then also part of the commitment that we have already put ourselves into.
All of us have our own personal, so it's like we have to balance between work, play, and so most people they just balance between work, play, and maybe family. So for us, we have to add on another thing, which is like 社团 stuff like that. So you know we have to commit a few days to 今天有 gig 一天明天练 another day, stuff like that. So all of us have our own personal life. Like I'm a student, he's an IT engineer, then he's a
delivery.
So we all from different walks of life.
So to juggle your personal life and then the commitment that you have put yourself into for this particular ritual is a hard thing to do.
So in the public, we also have a part to play. So when we don our costume and everything, we ought to get the respect from everyone also. But we ourselves, we also have to behave. So there are certain criteria for us to be met. Not sometimes even Michen, sometimes Taiwan, they will be watching us also. So that is also how try to keep our standards there. To not let people mock, other people, Taiwan, our Shifu come and judge us in a specific way where we are doing mistakes and stuff. So it's not nice, but we are holding the Wing name and we also have to uphold in Singapore.
What about Glen? Any challenges in your perspective?
challenging
困难的还是
最困难就是成王庙百年大庆那个
时间
我们半夜1点多2点就开始化疗，然后早上7点就开始这个永定，end of 这个永定在庙的时候也是凌晨半夜差不多1点多。做一什么California event，这是最challenging的那一次。
So it seems like time seems to be the.
And the other one is at the KL 那个也是走最远的一次了。
So we had the opportunity to travel, but interesting,
I think it's an interesting interest.
Yes.
To be engaged in and to be committed for as well.
Yeah.
So it's the to practice the steps, right? Because every one of you have your own respective steps. Is that difficult as well?
So
Did it take a long time for you to master what to do, which direction to turn, so the two of you don't clash against each other?
So firstly, it goes back to the main point of time. So like I said, all of us have different jobs and stuff. So it's very hard to arrange a time for all of us that is free.
To practice at the same time as well.
So that's one. So when we actually get together and practice, we have to make sure that everything is correct because as Ben mentioned earlier, that it's not just us or the public that's looking at us. In fact, our Shifu from Taiwan, they are all in fact because of social media, like video stuff like that, everyone can see anywhere. So they will have their feedbacks if there are certain things that we done wrongly, etc., etc. And then because sort of we are the Singapore franchise of the Wing branch. So anything that we do in Singapore is representative of the whole Wing.
So it reflects back on your Shifu and on Taiwan itself if something goes
And the
wrong.
Wing community is not small.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Everyone knows everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one.
I mean, steps is steps, but then the steps that we do, there is also a certain standards to be met. I mean, we can do whatever our steps, but then the standards are expectation. You will also still get complaints. So training is one of them, but you see, like you mentioned, timing is hard to get together and train, right? Then let's say you do your own, I do my own. Then
how to coordinate and make sure that
before
the three of you doing the same.
Before we actually we will actually walk a simple one and just figure out. But then again, if let's say we are on the ground, we need to perform. But then you have the weather, everybody waking up early and stuff, fatigue. Yeah, so that's the mental challenge that we face, physical also.
Even in normal outfit, I think it's already very warm if you just stand under the sun.
Right.
Like if you imagine with our helmet, the face paint, everything else, it really, I think more than triple the effect of the heat.
We cannot scratch our faces at each.
Yeah.
So we just have to.
So what happens if the sweat just drip, let it drip?
Let it drip.
Then how's it's itchy, right? With the
Correct. So
very big, yeah. So there's a lot of cameras looking at you, and not just eyes. It's like especially cameras. So any funny thing you do,
you try to someone will see, right? And then post it,
yeah,
and then
on Facebook, and then somehow our Shifu in Taiwan they will know, and then the feedback will just all the way to us.
Happened before.
Oh really?
Yeah.